Officials in Te Tai Tokerau Northland are scrambling to prepare for the rise of Omicron.
The region has the lowest vaccination rate, so an explosion of the new, more infectious variant could be disastrous. Here's Mitch McCann with our Because It Matters story.
We know that with Omicron, it is a case of when, not if.
It almost feels like waiting for a tidal wave to hit. In Te Tai Tokerau, they know Omicron is coming, like it or not.
When it does go, which it's going to be full on soon, when that happens, I reckon we're going to have to stay at home and just get someone to come in and do our shopping.
Derek Heke lost his car wrecking business to COVID. He's determined it won't take his whānau. For many unvaccinated people here, like him, Omicron presents a dilemma.
What I hear online and that, you sort of get scared. Yeah. But then again, you think, well, I got to look after my kids,
Northland sits at 86% double dosed, the lowest in Aotearoa. But in some communities, rates are even lower. Kaikohe is 73%, Kaio 71%, Peria near Kaitaia 67%. And as of late this week, 68% of eligible Northlanders had been boosted.
I'm concerned about the low uptake of the boosters, and if that doesn't change, you could see the health system in Northland being overwhelmed.
Dr. Colin Tokiatonga isn't the only one worried, but in the north, health officials want you to know they're not just sitting on their hands.
Is that something that you thought maybe you would go see a doctor about?
Since the August outbreak, the Delta outbreak, I think we've all been working extra hours every day.
In this unassuming brick home, Northland's COVID response is gearing up. MSD in one room, health, police, oranga tamariki and others, every agency needs to be on the same page. But despite the hospital over the road having a maximum of 10 ICU beds, alarm bells aren't ringing yet.
I don't think we're worried about being overwhelmed per se, because one part of the system can come in and help another part of the system, and being that we're very rural, it's quite likely that our Omicron isn't going to hit absolutely everywhere at the same time.
And when it does hit, a call centre is being staffed connecting patients with help. Down the road, camper vans are lined up for large families who need to isolate. Northland has one of the largest Māori populations in New Zealand, more than 50,000 people. But at the moment, only around 80% have been double vaccinated, and that presents a real challenge for Māori health providers.
There isn't a sense of urgency, and it just takes a walk down the main street to see some of the relaxed attitude.
Attitudes we found at times reject COVID-19 altogether. This is the fight facing iwi, but they're getting on with it. At Marae, cupboards are stocked with gowns, face shields and oxygen readers. Down the road, 5 paddocks are growing kai to provide for families when they have to isolate. It's about taking care of their own, by Māori, for Māori.
We're starting to look at the auntie who lives next door to the marae, the uncle who does the grave digging.
Northland's battle with Omicron isn't in full flight just yet, but when it is, the question will be, have they done enough? Derek Heke has decided he won't be taking any chances.
Next 2 days, bro, I reckon I'll get vaccinated or, yeah.
You thinking about it?
Yeah, hard.
The growing threat making people like Derek focus hard on that decision. Mitch McCann, Newshub.